Hello there YouTube, and welcome back to episode 2 of Minecraft Industrial Craft Series 1. Now, as you can tell, I've been rather busy. 2 seconds, just kill this spider. As you can tell, yes, like I was saying, I've been rather busy. And I've actually expanded this to 16 by 16 from the central pillar. Now, I've created a load of cobblestone. That's full large chest and part of another chest. Just going to turn down that volume a little bit more. There you go. Over here, I've got all the ores I got. I've got 4 full stacks of coal and an extra 28. I got 35 lead, 55 gold, 2 full stacks and an extra 3 of copper, 2 full stacks and nearly another full stack of iron. That I actually got from an enderman that was carrying it, that decided to attack me. I actually died, and I'll show you where I died because it's actually a good feature of one of the mods that I'm running. I've got 2 full stacks and an extra 31 of tin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full stacks and an extra 47 of redstone, 38 lapis lazuli, 4 uranium, 6 flint. I didn't find diamond. On top of that, I've also got 34 gravel, 2 and a bit full stacks of dirt. Generally worthless, although there can be some help. A heart of darkness. I've got 2 of those, 3 gunpowder, 6 bones, 11 string, 2 spider's eyes, 8 arrows, a stick that was being carried by a mob, and 5 rotten flesh from zombies that decided to attack me. Right, now, as I said, I actually died down here at the hands of an enderman. See where it says latest death just in front of me? That's actually one of the mods I'm using. That beam goes up to level 256 and goes down to level 0. And it's just a virtual beam of light. You can't actually pick anything up from it. It just tells you where you died last, which is helpful when you're trying to get back there and grab your stuff that you died with. So yeah, I'm just going to grab this lot and we're going to run upstairs. And I'll show you what I've been doing up there. I've not actually made any changes to the top of the stairs yet, because I wanted to show you everything step by step myself, although I have been hunting around for some specific trees which I've found, so I'm going to take you there in a minute. And I've chopped down a load of trees to give me an absolute ton of okay, poor goat, an absolute ton of wood. Yeah, all of that is wood. Now, I'm going to chuck these in here for a minute. First thing we're going to need to do, we need to find iron. So we've got 1 iron ingot done. There's iron, there's iron, there's, no, that's redstone, there's iron. We need some coal. And what we're going to do, we're going to whack the iron into these and get it smelting down straight away. And this is why I use 4 furnaces. Ideally I'd want 6 or 8, but I just really don't want to waste the space on furnaces. So there you go, I've got 2 full stacks of iron smelting down. I'm going to keep that smelting down. Do I have cobblestone up here? No, and I don't have any chests either. I'm just going to run back down and grab some cobblestone. I am going to make myself a couple more furnaces, because we'll need them for creating further machines in a moment. So yeah, YouTubers, if you're on here and you're liking what you see, just hit that like and subscribe button. It all helps me. Hello, Mr. Skeleton. No. Get up the stairs, get up the stairs. There we go. Okay, so there's a skeleton down there. How close was that to death? At the highest point I'd actually got to level 35, I believe it was, before I died just from collecting the cobblestone and ores and other stuff. Need to think about lighting down there a bit better in a minute. No, that's a crafting table. There's the sword. There's the stakes I've got. So, feed and heal. Could really do daytime right now. Oh well, it's smelting relatively quickly. I am going to clear the weather. Okay, so I'm just going to keep collecting these. There we go. I'm going to drop a few more on those. Get those smelting off. And yeah, I've got the ingots there. So, like I said on the previous video, or at least I think I did, it's always a good plan to keep anything to do with industrial craft in a separate container, yeah, what's the word I'm looking for? Chest. The uranium I am deliberately not touching yet. Mainly because uranium can cause pretty huge explosions. Right, I'm safe to run down here now. Now that I've got this here sword and full health. So, say goodbye to Mr. Skeleton down here. We are going to make ourselves some armour if I've got enough iron left over. One down. Two down. Right, I'm deliberately moving away long enough to heal a little bit. Damn it. Didn't want to have to waste another one of those straight off. Right, there we go. Got rid of him. Don't believe there are any other creepy crawlies around. Nope. Okay. So yeah, I'm just going to grab myself plenty more cobblestone. Back in 2 seconds. YouTube phone's ringing, and I'm back with you. Right, yeah, we've grabbed the cobblestone, so I'm going to head straight out of here until I can light that area properly with some glowstone or something. I'm heading way out of there because it's getting very dangerous to be down there without armour and lighting. Like I said before, we are going to change this for a redstone elevator later on, because mining will stay constantly useful. Ah, brilliant, it's daylight. Okay. Just grab the iron ingots out of here. And I'm going to whack in the copper in there. And copper in there. And I'm going to stick the rest of my ores in there for a minute. Right, next thing you're going to need is rubber. To create rubber, you need a rubber tap. How does that work? Right, you go here. You need planks. So I'm going to knock out 64 planks from that. There we go, that's a tap. So I'm deliberately over-creating because one of our early machines is actually going to be using 4 taps. So that's 4 taps there for the machine, and there's 1 for me. Pick up the wood, stick the 4 spare in there, and we can go back in my chest at the top here. You're coming out of there actually, because I want to keep that top chest for wood. So I'm going to stick the redstone, lapis and stuff like that in the bottom. Right. Yeah, it's looking bright enough. There we go. Right, now all I've done here is I've just cut through a load of trees until I've found the type of tree I want. It is most common, this type of tree, in swamp biomes, but you can find it anywhere. And here it is. It's the rubber tree. You can identify it by the fact that it's got 2 random leaves on top. Doesn't quite look right. Now, on the rubber tree, you'll find orange little notches there, sap points. Right-click them with the tap, and out spurts sticky sap, or sticky resin as it's called. Sometimes there is more than one on a tree. Just thought I'd waste that. What I often do is strip back the trees by knocking out all of the leaves. And there's a nice little present from the tree in the form of a sapling. So as you can see, I've stripped it back completely. There's no other sap points there. I actually found 5 of these trees together, which is relatively rare. The generations are fairly random. You usually get 1 or 2 together, except for in swamps. This is definitely not a swamp biome, so I'm not entirely sure how I got that many, but I'm not arguing, because it was very nice to me. Okay, so there isn't any others on that one. All I'm doing is I'm just stripping out the leaves. Gives me a clear line so see that one was actually behind the leaf. I find that if they're thoroughly stripped back, I can often see what I'm doing a lot better. And okay, there's none on there. I need as much resin here as I can get. There's some. That'll do me. Okay. What are you doing, goat? Go away. So yeah, you just want to clear around them like that if you're leaving them where they are. What I often do, I've got myself 3 there. I'll often go and plant the saplings closer to home. Okay. As you can see, Mo Creatures mod adds a lot to the game, like hungry goats. There you go, there's a perfect example of what I was saying, that you can actually have more than 1 sap point per tree. And yeah, I can't actually get to that one, which is annoying. Got it. So yeah, that's collecting the rubber that we need, and just knocking out the leaves out of the way until we've created our own self-sustaining rubber forest over here. This is by far the most efficient method. Okay, so just a quick glance at either side of the trees. There's another one. They can form on any of the 4 sides of the trees. Okay, so I've got 13 there. That should give me enough to start with. I am going to come back in a minute and actually hack those down, and I'll show you why in a little while. Rubber wood is virtually useless as anything but a source of rubber. So there we go. Now let's check down here on the smelting I'd got going on. There's a load more completed. Good, you're empty, so I can put more in you. So yeah, just keep on collecting and smelting as much as you can of these ores. Don't touch uranium yet. We'll get to that. Get rid of those 3. And then we're going to do the next thing that's new, which is generate some rubber. So chuck the rubber in and let it smelt away. There we go. As you can see, the rubber's smelting away. 2 insulation lines there. I need okay, now We're fast getting to the point where I'm going to start showing you new things, so be ready for some fast changes here from normal Minecraft. I mean, we're already on episode 2 and we're collecting hundreds of ores. The more ore, the better. I really can't stress that enough to you. When you're playing industrial craft, ores, rubber, iron, all essentials. Okay, so you're nearly done, which means I can swap you out for another ore. This can get a little boring waiting, but believe me, it's worth the wait. Because I just want to swap them over and get all of the ore smelted down whilst I've got plenty of coal. I don't quite know why that one's in there. You should be in there. Okay, how are we doing? Any of them emptied out? Yes, the rubber has. There we go. I have precisely no idea what that is. It may have been a werewolf, which is another one of the Mo creatures modifications. Yeah, I just really want to get these last 5 or so in here. Because then I can start showing you some of the real big differences. Okay, so lead and gold can go out of the way. There we go. Okay, remember the spaces we cut down here, here and here? Well, this is where we're going to start putting our machinery. So, let's start building. First thing we need is sticks. We're going to go over here, we're going to create some sticks. So there's 44 of them, that should be enough to start with. That werewolf really doesn't sound happy. So first things first. There's 18 crop planters. Useful little things, and I'll show you how they work in a minute. That was just 2 sticks on either side to create the crop planters. Next, first new tool. You put sticks, and you need iron ingots. draw that shape. I mean, obviously you don't need 10 of them, you only need 1. In fact, I'll do that again. So you put 1 in each. Mouse is playing up. 1 in each slot. And 1 stick in each slot. Create your first forge hammer. Now, forge hammers, not a weapon, used for hammering out iron plates. Okay, so we want 20 of those will do. Now, iron, iron, plate, 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 gives you your cutters. There's your second tool. Now, iron, you can hammer out again to an iron casing, which we'll use later on. So, the first thing we want to do is create a generator. So, a generator is done very, very simply. I just can't remember it, so give me 2 seconds and I'll be right back with you. Right, let's go from that again. We're actually not going to create a generator straight away. We're going to create an iron furnace. So, cobblestone to create a standard furnace, like so. Take your standard furnace, put it there. I've just realised I got that wrong. There we go. That's the shape you want. There's the iron furnace. That werewolf is getting really unhappy over there. I'm just going to get rid of these. Ah, there we go. It's daylight, so we'll just have changed back. Perfect. Okay. Right, so there's your first thing. The next thing you need to create we're going to create is some cabling. So, grab copper. You want to hammer out the copper. Like that. Then, cables. Okay. So there's cables. Remember the rubber we made? Well, take the cutters out of the way and create insulated cable. So next we need 6 of those. So grab you out of the way. There's another 4. Put you there. There's the rubber. That's that. So there's 6 of those. So now need 2 redstone. Those go either side. Put an iron plate in the middle. You only need 1. Grab your copper cable. 1 electronic circuit. So with the electronic circuit we need to create, the next thing we need to create is a machine casing. Iron plate, just like you would a furnace, and there's the machine casing. Now what we need is electric circuit, those 4 taps we made earlier? Well, we need those. Not that one. So you put the 4 taps on the outside. Machine casing at the top. Circuit there. There's your first machine. Okay. So, next we need to create a rechargeable battery, which we can worry about in a moment. Just plonk that over there for now. Okay, so just tidying up a wee bit. There's the tin. Got 46 of them down there, which should be enough now. It's alright, my inventory's getting a little full, so... Now, tin. You want to hammer out tin to give you a plate. Put a plate there. Cut through it to give you 3 tin cable. And you want to create 3 of those. Now I'm actually going to create one more because I know that I'm going to need another one in a minute for something else. Ah yeah, I don't actually have another one. So we do that. Like that. Okay, get rid of that rubber for now. So now what we need to do, we need redstone and tin casing. So tin. I'm going to create 8. There's 12 of them and 2 tin casing to spare. So this can get a wee bit complicated to understand if you haven't used this one before. So you do 2 of those either side, but we want 4 batteries, so I haven't quite made enough of those. Let's try that again. I'm creating 4 rechargeable batteries. Like that. So you want 4 redstone. Like that. If I can actually get my... there we go, 4 redstone. And you want to put 4 cables there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that gives us the 4 rechargeable batteries that we're going to need. Okay, next step is to convert that battery into a generator. Remember the iron furnace we made? Well, we need it. So you put the iron furnace, 3 iron plates, 1 of the batteries, gives you a generator. So the generator I'm not going to put next to that, I'm going to put in the corner. The next thing is we need to create some other power units. But before we do, we're going to create what's called a macerator. So for that, we need flint and cobblestone, wherever that went. the ironing up. Okay. So, hammer out some more of the iron. Remember the basic machine casing we needed? Well, we need another one. So we plonk that down. We need to create another electric circuit, so you need 6 more of those. Oh dear, look, we're out of rubber. But don't worry. We've still got our rubber tree saplings. Obviously don't want to put them inside. What I do want is the bone meal that I got earlier. I'm going to create another 3. But before I do, I'm just going to chuck the rest of the stuff away. Because I'm going to show you something pretty darn cool. How quick industrial craft changes things. There's the saplings. Might as well knock those into another 9 bone meal. Right, need to be ready to kill. As there's a spider and a couple of skeletons straight outside the door. That doesn't matter. See that light beam? Well, it's moved this time to where I last died, which is incredibly useful. Especially when you don't have a bed. There we go. Clear the weather. Right, rubber saplings. Throw them out. Grow them. Need a tap. Whoa. I have no idea what that thing is. So I'm blatantly going to safety. There we go, I'm just using that as a safety mechanism more than anything. Right, set time today. So grab your sticky resin as you did before. Okay, there must have been an explosion there. Did I miss a creeper or something? back to collecting those saplings. That's those rubber resin. I've got enough to show you. Okay. So, close the door. Right, I've got those cables. I've got those. I can create one more copper cable. Right, so we'll knock up another cable there. Okay. Where did I put the rubber sticky resin? There. Okay. So, how to supply power? Fairly easy, really. Over here you've got the generator. Over here you've got the machine you want to make it work. So, you run cable. Like that. Tin cable, copper cable. At the moment, when you're dealing with such minimal space, it really doesn't matter. So I'm going to put the resin in there, but nothing happens. Well, isn't that a shame? So let's power it with, not tinning up, but I saw that whilst I was there. Okay, so that's all of it smelted down. Might as well grab a good chunk of coal. Let's power up the generator like that. Now you'll see that generator has a buffer there, but because this machine's working, it's draining the power with that little red arrow there. That red arrow indicates power's working and that it's got a power source. If you hadn't got a generator nearby but you'd built an extractor out in the middle of the woods or something, you can power it with a rechargeable battery. I've made the extra 3 because we're going to do something else in a moment with them. But did you notice something there? 6 at the moment. So we'll use one more sticky resin. 9. 3 times as efficient. So, now, copper, that, and that. The next thing I was making was a macerator. So, might as well grab the casing. What I need now is another electric circuit. So I need another copper cable. Six by... you know what I'm missing? Is redstone. I'm also missing an iron plate. There's one. Right. Iron plate. Redstone, redstone. 6 cables. That gives you the circuit. Next you want the circuit, 2 cobblestone, 3 flint, and a machine casing, which we already have. There's the flint, there's the cobblestone. This is a useful tool. 2 cobblestone, 3 flint, casing, circuit, macerator. Allows us to crush things. Now, you'll see that's finished. We've got cable here. It can be placed on all 4 sides of the cable. Now I'm going to place it above there. As you can see, that buffer's building up nicely. So what's the macerator used for? Well, it's used for crushing things. The next thing we want is an electric furnace. We've got another 18 of those now. Electric furnaces are pretty easy to do as well. But before we do that, I'm actually going to... No, we'll create the electric furnace. Yeah, because it can go there. So for the electric furnace, we need to create an iron furnace to start with. So cobblestone I've got. Ordinary furnace. Then we need 8 more of those. Well, we actually only need 5 for the iron furnace like that. We need another circuit, so I need more copper wiring. There's 6 of them. So create the wiring. Create the circuit like we did before. No, not rubber, redstone. Gives us the circuit. So we want iron furnace, circuit, iron furnace. Hold on a second, I've actually forgotten this one. Furnace, circuit, 2 redstone, gives you an electric furnace. So let's plonk the electric furnace in there. As you can see, the buffer's full. Macerator's not doing anything, furnace isn't doing anything, extractor's not doing anything. Now, a furnace on its own can't generally do that good a job at powering all of those machines, so we need to add some more power. We need to create a battery box or bat box, so grab yourself some planks. I'm just checking I haven't got tin cable, which I haven't. So I need tin ingot. So, hammer out one of those. Cut it. Might as well generate 3 because cabling's always useful. Right, remember those 3 batteries we've got? We'll go to put them to use. Now I just need to remind myself how this works. Okay, so you've got 3 batteries in the middle. You create a wooden case around it like that. Don't know why my mouse is sticking at the moment. Now you'd think that'd be it, but you need another tin cable. And there you go. Storing energy. Or stash it. Okay. So, we're going to knock that out. We're going to put it there. See, the furnace is draining. You're thinking, well, how's that helping us? Furnace has drained a 4,000 there. But that's gaining energy there. It'll burn off the coal. And it will store us up to 40,000 units of energy. You can recharge tools directly into that as well. Now, the tin cable, because of the way that this works for now, I'm just going to bring the cable round like that, which puts the power into these machines. So as you can see, we're already getting quite complex. Okay, so next thing we want is glass. Glass and coal dust. Okay. So I'm going to show you the macerator working by just clearing my inventory a minute. Grab some coal. We want at least 3, possibly 6 coal dust, so grab the macerator wherever I put that. There it is. Put it in the top, not the bottom. You're crushing the coal to create coal dust, because we're about to create a renewable energy source. We want 6 of these. Do we possess sand? No. But that's not a problem. We're about to solve that problem. How's the back box doing? Still fill it up, so we're not draining more energy than we're using, than we're generating at the moment, which is good. Come on. This can be a little slow, but it can be sped up with upgrades here later. As you can see, there are upgrades available. We'll deal with those later when we get to it. So there's the 6 we want. Now, if I remember rightly, cobblestone can be crushed to sand. Yes, so we want another 6 sand. I'm going to leave that working for me for a minute. I'm just going to dump the rest of the cobblestone up here. Now, how long does a furnace take? A long time. Watch this. Sand to glass. Done. Like that. That's the speed of the electric furnace, which is phenomenally useful. So there's the 6 glass in about 2 seconds time. There we go. So we've got 6 coal, 6 glass. Now we need to create another generator and 2 circuit boards. So the generator, let's make that first. So the generator is that. A machine casing. So we're going to hammer out a few more of these. There we go, I've used up as much as I can do. So I need to create another one of those. Hold on. There's some sticks. Don't worry, you don't need to keep using iron for it. There is a way of doing it without using iron shortly. There we go. So we create that. So, what was next? It's a furnace, casing and battery, which was need tin. So, I need to create a battery, so I need 2 tin bases hammered out to that. Then I need to create a tin cable. So let's do that. There's the tin cable. Might as well create the 3 whilst we're there. Cable at the top. 2 redstone. Encase it in tin. There's that. So. Now, we need another one of those. Because we're actually going to make 2 of these because they're repeatable. So we create another furnace. Didn't think I really think that's just yet, so. There's another machine casing. So you do that, that, and then you want redstone for 2 batteries. So that gives us 2 batteries, so 2 furnaces, 2 casings, 2 batteries gives us 2 generators. Now what you want to do is create the solar panel for renewable energy. So we need 2 circuits. Okay, yeah, I should have enough. Oh dear, I've just run out of rubber. Not to worry, we'll create another plate for the centre. So you put the plate in, put that in. 2 redstone either side gives you a circuit. You need another one of those, but I've run out of. Okay, so we're on daytime. I'm just going to create an axe. Come on, brain, you can work. There we go. Right, I'm going to show you something else as well. I'm going to create myself some armour in a minute. I'm just going to kill these first because I've overpowered myself by collecting all that order so early on. That was a fire scorpion. Skeleton. There we go. Right, remember our rubber trees. Well, what we're going to do, we're going to cut them down. It does eventually pick up on the fact that it's a trio with this mod. May seem a little strange to cut these down because I've told you rubber wood is virtually useless. Well, yeah, I did say virtually. So we're going to chop out the wood. And I'm going to show you another little thing with the extractor. So we've got 27 wood. That'll do for now. I'm going to need to do some rebuilding out there in a minute. Right, before I forget what I'm doing, I'm going to drop you lot in there. Just sort through my chests again to neaten up a bit. Okay, I've got some tin cable there, but that's useful for powering things. Right, extractor. Put the wood in it, and it will generate rubber from the wood. Now, from wood you only get one, but it's useful when you're running low and you need to generate a load quickly. So, I believe in that chest, excuse me, I believe over here I'd actually got 3 sticky resin, which I had. So that's showing you that that works. And we'll shove the sticky resin in because it's quicker. So generate the wood. There we go. And just to show you something else, it does actually work with saplings as well. You can actually get a rubber from the saplings. Right, so go back to here and generate some more cabling. There's 4 of them. Right. So I need another circuit. I don't have the redstone. Whilst I'm standing here, I am actually going to create the iron armour. And just because I'm getting hit rather a lot just lately. There's the helmet. forgotten how to create an iron chest plate. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, so the chest plate is actually that. There we go. Put the armour on, because I'm getting fed up of getting attacked. Right. Redstone. Need a plate for the centre of the circuit. And then I need to create a circuit like, no, like that. So, now for a solar panel. Relatively easy. For now, I'm just going to show you one, which goes 2 electronic circuits, 1 generator, and there's a solar panel. Okay, so copper, 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 copper. There you are. Where's my snips? Oh, there they are. Okay, cutter. Create some more cabling. Need the sticky resin because I need some more rubber. Now, as you can see, that's still full. The buffer there is full, so we've got 44,000 to use after the coals run out. Until I've got solar panels working to about 30 or so, I generally leave the furnaces powered. Okay, so there we go. Create some more cabling because I need it. I'm actually going to hammer out another one of those and create the last 2 cables that I can create with the rubber I've got. Because, to be honest, they're always useful. So yeah, as always, 3 and 3. I need more. Do I still have rubber wood? Yes, I do. Okay, get the extractor working on that rubber wood for me. One circuit can do for now, and we'll create another one in a minute. There's one circuit. I need another 6 rubber. Actually, I only need 3. So there we go. No, where's the hammer gun? There. Get rid of the rubber. So cut. So yeah, create yourself a second circuit to create another solar panel. There's the second circuit, so it was circuit, generator, 3 coal dust that way, 3 glass that way. Gives you a second solar panel. Okay, how are we doing on time? I'm going to go to daytime. Right. Now, what we need to do now is cut a way out through the roof that links to the battery box like that, and go and find it, which is there. Okay. Ooh, nasty. Okay, come here. All of those shells have been added in by Oceancraft. So stick your solar panels down so they're facing the sun. They cannot be blocked. You swine. For goodness sake. Right. I'll be back in a moment, YouTube. I'm just going to redo those solar panels and rebuild the house. Right, so there we go. I've just rebuilt the house and dropped down the extra solar panel that I built, and we can drop down this way. Won't hurt too much. Next, we want to use some cabling. We're running out of the back box, and we want to run up into the solar panels. So we need yet more rubber. Another 5 should do it. We actually only need 3 more cables. There's 1. There's 2. I'm just going to eat that apple. There's 3. Okay. Head back over here, create 3 more cables. And I'm going to clear it because after I've placed these cables and shown you what it does, I'm going to leave it at that for the day. So there's 3 more cables, and we'll head up out of here. Now what we want to do, see there, you got all the cables sticking up. Well, we want to connect cable to that, and cable to that, and cable to that, which runs into the 2 power panels. Now, solar panels have this solar light indicator. That means they can see the sun, which they can both see the sun. If I come down here, now we could safely take out that generator now, which means we can use it for another solar panel, but we can't do that without bronze, which we'll deal with tomorrow. But basically the solar panels supply a feed of power to there that the generator doesn't. So let me show you. Actually, I'll show you that in full depth tomorrow. But yeah, that's it for episode 2, YouTube, and I'll see you tomorrow for episode 3, where we're expanding our solar panels up there to give us a power supply, and we're going to create the tool we need to take that out. And I'm going to minimise some of this cabling a little bit by moving things around. Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching YouTube, and if you like what you see, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to the channel.